if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back to my channel. And by today's title, you already know what today's video is about. This is like my first time actually doing like a story time. So if y'all enjoyed this video and y'all want more story times, just let me know and I'll give y'all more story times. How would I start off this story? But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow my social medias that have a link in the description. And don't mind my hair. Don't mind my hood because my hair not done. I'll get my hair done tomorrow because I gotta go to my niece's funeral. But anyway, my story time is about my first time. So I just want to make this known. I do not condone and being sexually active at the age that I was at, because I was at some, like, not at some point, but I really wish that I had waited. But when I just wish that I waited because it wasn't really. But anyway, we're just gonna get into the story time. So basically, when I lost my virginity, I was 16, and it was literally, I want to say, like a couple days after my birthday. And it started all up from a boy. Or should I? A boy. We actually was like talking for like a couple years on and off. We was texting, just texting. We was friends. We got to know each other. Stuff like that. And it was like we was cool, we was friends. It was like not no relationship type time. It was just like we were very cool. Then one day I was at school and it was like a Wednesday, and my school that I was going to was like a mastery, but I had got kicked out and was sent to like a dictionary school. But on Wednesdays, if you know, Wednesdays mastery let you out early. So Wednesdays, it was a Wednesday, I got off early. So before let's just say this, before, when we was texting and everything, it was just like, it was like a vibe. We talked, got to know each other, nothing sexual or anything. And then he was like, basically, I was the type of person where, as though I used to text people and that was it. We gonna text and that's it. And they be like, oh, when we gonna meet up? And I'd be like, set a date and everything. And then when they get close to the date, I'd be like, oh, I can't come, I got this and that or that and that. Be lying. But I never really actually went to anybody's house. So it was like literally the whole time we was talking, well, texting, he was like, oh, when we gonna meet up? And it was like we planned a date and everything, and it was like, I was like, I just ain't go. That's how I was. Like, I say I'm gonna come, or I'm planning like a date that we actually meet up, you would see each other, and then don't never show up. I make up an excuse. I will find an excuse as to why I cannot come that day. So one day I was like, okay. One day, which was the Wednesday, he basically, I was at school. I got out of school early, but he called off from work. He was supposed to have went to work that day, but he called off from work, and I wasn't going to go. Like, I was going to BS like I did any other time. But it was like, he called off from work. I was like, should I do that? I was going to, but I was like, that'd be weird that I call off, that I be a no-show after he called off from work and that's stopping him from getting his money. So, and then he did not live too far from the school I was going to, so it was literally a bus ride. So I get on a bus and be on a bus for like a good 5, 6, 7 minutes because it was like a couple stops. So I gets there. He meets me at the bus. We walk to the bus. We walk to his house, and we were just sitting there talking or whatever the case may be. And it was just like, we were just talking. It was literally our first time meeting each other. Me, I was shy, nervous. I was like, I really just, like, it was literally my first time over a boy house. Like, I was texting him, or I used to hang around with the boys that used to be here with, like, my brothers and Cause like I was a tomboy, play fight with the boys, play fight with my brothers, still do. But it was like, so when I got over there, I was like, so we just sitting there chilling, watching TV, and I don't know like how it all happened, but we were just sitting there watching TV, and I'm not sure who actually made the first move, but 9 out of 10, I believe it was him. Cause I was not on that type time. Like I was just thinking like, oh, we was coming to chill. Like it wasn't planned or nothing like, oh, I'm gonna lose my virginity today. Da da da. No, it wasn't like that. It was on that type of time where though I thought I was going over there to chill. Like I didn't know no better. That's why I didn't think like. That's why I wished it never happened. But it did, and that's why I was like, cause it's like, I didn't know no better. I didn't know that. Oh, I'm going over there because he want to freak me. Like, I wasn't thinking like that. I was just thinking like it was a friend that I've been talking to, texting for like a couple years, literally. And we were just meeting up, talking, do some in-person talking instead of just keep texting because we just literally texting. So, we sitting in his room and we watching TV, we was talking. Basically, did like a little rerun of what we was talking about throughout the text messages and things. And he was a really chill, laid back type of person. Didn't really do too much. So he kissed me. Alright, yeah, I kissed before. I'm gonna give y'all a story time on that, my first kiss. But anyway, basically he kissed me. I'm like, alright, cool. I didn't push him, no nothing. It was just like, oh. So, he kissed me after that. I like pushed away after a while. And I was like, because I'm like, what is going on? So, after that, we started watching TV again. And then, I got a bump on me. Like, I'm breaking out with it. I don't know why. But, alright, then after that, I kissed him. But it was like, what triggered it all from it going from a kiss to escalating to that situation? I guess when I bit his lip, that was a turn on for him. So I bit his bottom lip, and it was like it was a turn on for him. So once I bit his lip, it was like everything just went like all over the place. It was like next thing I know, he taking my clothes off and other stuff, but it was just like, dang, like I was still like in shock and everything. It was like, and then it was like, it wasn't like no rough types. It was like gentle, but it was very, very painful. So when it first started, like it didn't like. I was not, it was hurting. It hurted very bad. So, after that, we wound up talking. We started, talking again. And, basically, he asked me some questions and stuff. I answered the questions, and then I asked him some questions and stuff like that. Then we watched TV some more. But mind you, I'm still supposed to be home at a certain time because they know my grandma and my aunt knew I get off at a certain time because they know like, oh, she get off at literally we used to get out at like 12 because of the school I was going to, but the regular school let y'all the regular master to let you out like 1:15 I believe. So it was like I gotta get back home. So after the whole situation I'm like did that just really just happen? So he walked me back to the bus, and when he walked me back to the bus, but listen, this is like literally the first part. It wasn't even, I must say, fully finished. So it's like different parts to the story or whatever the case may be. But yeah. So that Wednesday, literally, he walked me to the bus. We waiting for my bus. My bus come. I get on my bus, and then he walks off and he goes home. I'm on my bus, and I get home, and like, lie to you or not, like, it was not funny because I get in the house and you know how most parents would be like, I wasn't even like, I don't know, because I don't know how most parents will react to the whole situation or however it may be, but most parents are actually like, where you was at, da da da, this and that. And that. I got in here like, I lied to you or not, it was not funny because it was like, how did you know? So I came in our house and I was late. I wasn't late, but I was late. Normally, from like this, from me, probably got here like 4, 5, from me getting out at 12. I'm probably like 3 I got here, 3 or 4, from me getting out at 12. So I'm coming up the steps. My aunt like, where you was at? Now my grandma asked me where I was at. I was like, oh grandma, I just had come from school. I was with my friend. Da da da. So my aunt yells from her room. She's like, what she say? Cause it was like, what she say? Oh, she was like, she got her AWACS. I was like, I'm like, I was with my girlfriend. Like, I was trying to play it all like I was with a girl. That was my friend. That's who I was with, and we went downtown. Cause I used to be with like people that was from the school, whereas though we were friends. Whereas though we'd go downtown, literally ride the train all the way downtown and then ride it back up, or go to my aunt's house where she used to live at up the ride. So once my aunt said that, I was like, oh my gosh, how did she know? How did she know? But I've been hearing like this, like that's a mother instance. They know when their child lost their virginity, da da da, this and that, or having sexual intercourse. Me, I didn't believe it until I came in the house that day, and I'm glad she got help. Like, no. So it was just like so weird because it's like, for real, you know? How you know? Like, how you know? So I want to say that Friday, once I got out of school, this is like the second part of how it finished off because it didn't finish that Wednesday or whatever the case would be. So that Friday, we was texting basically the rest of that week from the day I left to that Friday, and basically we both made a plan where though we was gonna meet up. He wanted me to come spend the weekend with him. It's like, oh, okay. Basically, he ordered me Lyft Uber. Uber wanted us to come get me and drop me off at his house. Literally, I lied to you not. I left, but I didn't let my grandma and them know. So I basically snuck out the house. I didn't let my grandma and them know. So I snuck out the house. So literally, I spent the night with him. I snuck out the house and basically turned off my phone so that they could call me. No, kids, like, please don't do this, y'all, because I did that and I turned off my phone. So my grandma and them was calling me, my sister and them was texting me because my grandma was calling my sister, asking my sister, did she see me? They calling my cousin up at my aunt's house because that's normally where I go disappear to. I go be up there with them. So, so that Friday night, once I got there, I turned my phone off. The next day, that morning, I woke up because he woke me up and because he went to go get us something to eat. So he woke me up to eat. So I got up and I turned my phone back on. I got all these missed calls from my grandma, my aunt, my cousins, and then my sister decided she was gonna go on Facebook and post that I was missing. Like, it's not funny, but it was funny because why would she do that? Like, why would she do that? Then I called my grandma back because I returned her missed calls that she gave me. I just called her. I said, hello, grandma. He was like, where you at? I was like, I'm in my friend's house. Da da da. She was like, what'd she say? Oh, when you leave out, you let somebody know that you leaving. Da da da. I was like, why Tay posting up that I'm missing? Da da da. Basically did a whole little missing report on fucking Facebook. So my grandma's like, I told her not to do that because your aunt said you probably out. Da da da. So that Saturday, I knew I wasn't gonna go back to my grandma. I knew I wasn't coming back here. So instead of him getting me the lift sent to come back here, that Saturday night, I left and went to my aunt's house because it was just my cousins there. And they wasn't going to say nothing because they was like, the cool cousins, like, my aunt was staying here because she was helping take care of my grandma once because my mom passed away. That'll be another story time if I can do it. But anyway, my aunt was staying here to help take care of us, take us to our appointments and stuff, because my grandma couldn't do it, and then she was looking out after my grandma, because that's what my mom was here for. So my aunt wasn't at her house. So when I was like, all right, I'm going home, he ordered me a Lyft. I was like, get it sent to, I gave him my aunt address. He got it sent to my aunt address. So as I'm pulling up to my aunt block, my cousin and her stepdad is literally in the car in front of us, and they're just spinning the block, looking for me, because they knew I was going to go there. So I get there. My oldest cousin called my aunt and was like, yeah, Carissa just got here. Da, da, da. So they ain't say nothing after that. My grandma left for that day. Like, it was like, I didn't like, it was just like so shocking, because it was like, my God, all of this really happened. So then it was like, after that little situation happened, we had a little relationship, you want to say. But it wasn't boyfriend and girlfriend type relationship. It was like, in his head it was a relationship, in my head it was a relationship. But we never really put no title on it, whereas though we spoke about it until years later, until like now. But anyway, that was like the craziest thing I ever done. And it was like so weird, because why would my sister ever make a fucking missing persons post on fucking Facebook? Like, why would she do? Like, I literally, like, you know how you go on Facebook and you get notifications when you're tagged or something. I had a notification saying I was tagged or something. I goes on it. It's like, she's like, I said, why she making a black? I'm not even missing. Child. So after that, that's when, like, that week and that Friday over on, that's when it fully got finished. Because the first time it hurt it and I was not letting them finish. So, and then the second time when I went back for that night, I was like more into it, and I knew, like, I didn't know what was going on, but I knew, like, oh, this is what it is, and that's what it is. But anyway, like I said, this is the end of this story time, because it's been 17 minutes already. But anyway, if y'all guys want another story time, just let me know and I'll give you guys another story time. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow all my social medias. That link in the description. And yeah, peace out.